So you're thinking of moving to Spencer, Oklahoma, but you want to know the good, the bad, the pros, and the cons. You want the inside scoop on what it's like to live in Spencer. Well, that's exactly what we're going to cover in this video. I'll share some important information that you definitely want to take into consideration if you are considering a move to the Spencer area. We'll talk about home prices in the area, the school system, what kind of activities there are around town, where to eat, shop, gas up your car, all that good stuff. And we're going to get after it right now. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything about living in Oklahoma City and the surrounding areas like Spencer, Oklahoma, then go ahead and subscribe and tap that notification bell so that you can be the first to know about the current market in the Oklahoma City metro. My name is Ben. I get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking for help to make their move to the Oklahoma City area, and I love it. Whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. Would love to help you make the smooth transition to the Oklahoma City area. So like I said, today we're talking about Spencer, Oklahoma. Spencer is a suburb on the northeast side of Oklahoma City, and it has a population of just under 4,000 folks as of the last census data. And with a population of that size, it really does have kind of that small town, rural feel, little bit slower pace of life, but still with the convenience of being in close proximity to Oklahoma City. You're only about 15 to 20 minutes from downtown Oklahoma City, depending on which part of Spencer that you're coming from. And although it is a smaller community, Spencer is seeing growth as Oklahoma City continues to be busting at the seams. We're seeing folks make their way into these surrounding suburbs like Spencer. And so Spencer has actually seen a population growth of 4.5% since 2020. Diving into some of the demographics of Spencer, 64% of Spencer residents own their home, and those homeowners have seen their home values increase by 12% over the last 12 months. So while your real estate dollar really does go further in a suburb like Spencer than it would in, say, downtown Oklahoma City, you're also seeing that appreciation there as the property values continue to grow, again, as folks find their way into these suburbs surrounding the Oklahoma City area. According to the website bestplaces.net, Spencer's unemployment is below the national average. And according to the website niche.com, Spencer schools get an overall letter grade rating of C. Now, obviously, if you are considering a move to Spencer or anywhere in the country, you want to do your research on schools if you have school-age children, and make sure that you are moving into an area, in a neighborhood, in a school system that you feel comfortable with. So do your own research there. Do some interviews with principals and teachers in an area, in a school that you're considering relocating your family to before you end up making that decision and purchasing a home. And like any place where you're thinking about making a move, there are pros and there are cons. So we're going to dive into those right now. Pro number one for Spencer, Oklahoma. Spencer offers a small town community atmosphere where neighbors often know each other by name. Now, if you're coming from another part of the country, you might find it a bit unusual to see folks saying, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir, opening doors for one another. Another thing that you're going to find is many of the neighborhoods in Spencer are lined with old growth trees, and the lots are a little bit larger that the houses sit on. So you're not right on top of your neighbors. You've got a little bit more elbow room. It's got kind of that small town charm. Again, a little bit slower pace of life, a little bit of a rural feel. You're still conveniently located very close to Oklahoma City. And so if you're looking for a break from that kind of hustle and bustle of the city lifestyle, Spencer is a great option to consider if you're looking for that little bit quieter lifestyle. And that brings us to con number one of Spencer, which is there's not a whole lot to do. Because the geographic borders of the town are so small, there just aren't a lot of things located in the suburb of Spencer. Now, you can find plenty of things just outside of the borders or the limits of that suburb, maybe a mile or two away down in Midwest City. But in Spencer itself, there's not a whole lot. Now, your basics are there. You've got gas stations, grocery stores, a handful of fast food chain restaurants are there. So you can do kind of all your basic things right there in Spencer. But if you're looking for more options, whether it's shopping or home improvement centers or that nice fine dining restaurant, you'll have to get a little bit outside of Spencer, either down into Midwest City or make a trek into Oklahoma City. And I say trek like it's a long distance. It's really not. It's 15 to 20 minutes to get right into downtown Oklahoma City where all of the action's happening. And that brings us to pro number 2, which is that Spencer is conveniently located. It is just 10 minutes to I-35 and about 15 to 20 minutes, again, depending on traffic, to downtown Oklahoma City. So you can quickly get to where you need to go in the city. If you are commuting to Tinker Air Force Base, that's going to be about a 15-minute drive to your south. And if you're commuting to Edmond for work, that's roughly a 20 to 20-minute drive, again, depending on the time of day and what traffic is doing when you are making that commute. So you've got the advantages of your real estate dollar going further in a town like Spencer and that kind of slower pace of life, but you're still conveniently located to everything you could need in Oklahoma City. Jumping to con number 2 for Spencer, Oklahoma, and that is that most of the homes are going to be older. Typically what you're going to find is an investment home that you're purchasing. Now, there are exceptions to that, obviously, and there are a few new construction projects happening in Spencer, but for the most part, the homes are going to be a bit older, built in the 1950s or 60s, maybe even older than that. But you will find that your real estate dollar goes much further in Spencer than it does in downtown Oklahoma City. So you can purchase a home and still have some margin left to make updates and improvements to bring it up and modernize it, and then really see that equity appreciate as you put your own sweat equity into the home. Pro number 3 of Spencer, Oklahoma is the cost of living. The median home price in Spencer at the time of this recording is $165,900, which is about $100,000 lower than the median home price in the Oklahoma City urban core. And Spencer ranks number 7 out of 41 for lowest cost of living suburbs in Oklahoma. Now this next one I'm going to call a pro and a con, so it's kind of a neutral point, and that is the crime rate in Spencer, Oklahoma. According to the website niche.com, Spencer gets a letter grade rating of C for crime. Now that doesn't sound great at first glance, right? We all want straight A's, but if we do a bit of a deeper dive on the demographics, we can see that violent crime in Spencer is actually below the national average. And so where the crime rate is a little bit higher and giving it that letter grade rating of a C is on things like petty theft, auto theft, burglary, that sort of thing. So the bottom line here, and this is probably good advice regardless of where you're considering a move, is lock your doors. Don't leave valuables sitting out in your car that would be an easy target for thieves. Just some of that kind of common sense sort of stuff. Moving on to pro number 4 for Spencer, Oklahoma, that is its diversity. Niche.com ranks Spencer number 8 out of 41 most diverse suburbs in the state of Oklahoma, and it gets a letter grade rating of A for diversity. And that diversity includes everything from ethnic diversity to socioeconomic and age diversity. So you've got a wide range of folks from all sorts of different backgrounds and lifestyles who call Spencer home. Con number 4 for Spencer, Oklahoma is that some parts of the town are a little bit run down. There are some older commercial buildings that have sat abandoned for a number of years and haven't been maintained, haven't been kept up. And so those buildings are in disrepair in some parts of town. Now, as Oklahoma City continues to be busting at the seams and more folks begin to call these suburbs like Spencer home, I think what we'll see over time is that people will buy these properties and restore them, renovate them, bring them back to new life. And so we will see that turn around over time. But as of the time of this recording, there were some areas in the town of Spencer that are a bit run down as far as commercial buildings go. And pro number 5 of Spencer, Oklahoma is that it is conveniently located to a ton of outdoor activities. In Oklahoma, we love going to the lake, and just about 15 minutes to the north of Spencer, you'll find Lake Arcadia, which is a beautiful lake. About 15 to 20 minutes to the south, you've got Lake Stanley Draper, and then another 15 to 20 minutes south of that is Lake Thunderbird. So you are within 20 minutes really of multiple incredible lakes in Oklahoma, and some of those lakes have great hiking trails around them. There are also other hiking and biking trails that aren't necessarily next to lakes, but that are in close proximity to Spencer. in a suburb called Midwest City, which I've got a video on Midwest City. And if you're somebody who's into cycling or hiking or just going on walks in beautiful nature, then that's stuff that you can find very close to Spencer. And again, if you're a lake person, you like getting out on a boat, you like going fishing, you're going to find all of that very close to the town of Spencer. There are also some great golf courses very nearby in Midwest City and on the east side of Oklahoma City, some public courses that are great that you can get to, again, within 10 to 15 minutes from Spencer. So overall, the suburb of Spencer gets a letter grade rating of B- from the website niche.com. Are you considering a move to Spencer, Oklahoma? Let me know down in the comments below. And whether you're considering a move in 9 days or 90 days, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I would love to help you make a smooth transition to Oklahoma City or one of the surrounding suburbs like Spencer, Oklahoma. Thanks for watching this video today, and remember, your dream home is just around the corner. I'll see you in the next video.